So we were interested in understanding how people's commitment develops across the dating period. And so what we found were four different relationship types. And these relationship types differed based on how people classified their decisions to either move towards deeper levels of commitment or move away from deeper levels of commitment. And these four types, we called them dramatic, partner focused, socially involved, and conflict ridden. And what we were able to determine was that those who are in dramatic relationships, and these are people who have wild swings in commitment, high swings up, high swings back down, were most likely to break up when we looked at their long-term outcomes, more so than any of the other groups. Another group that we thought was really fascinating are the conflict-ridden group. And the conflict-ridden group, on the face of it, seems like they should also be fairly likely to break up. But in fact, what we saw is this is a group that has a number of worries about the future of marriage, but they also have high levels of passion, and this passion seems to fuel them to continue on in the relationship despite the worries that they might have. And they actually were no more likely to break up than the other two groups that I'll tell you a little bit about. This was the socially involved group and the partner focused group. And in each of these groups, they had a fairly normative trajectory towards deeper levels of commitment. But what distinguished them was the reasons that they gave for why their commitment increased. The socially involved group were most likely to use social network kinds of reasons, talking about using their social network to propel their commitment forward, whereas the partner focus group used their own interdependence or their own time spent together to propel their commitment forward. So this is a great question. There's one central message that we can send from our results, and that's the importance of thinking carefully about the partners that we choose and how our relationships are developing. So the central take-home message is the idea that people do relationships differently, and any two people who get together in a specific relationship are going to create their own path, and these types may vary from relationship to relationship. So just because one person might be categorized in a group in one relationship does not necessarily mean that they're wed to that relationship type for the rest of their life. So the importance of choice is extremely huge.